Alright, duck. Throw the actual grenade this time. Right. Bowman doesn't need one. When that first one where the smoke went off. It's hilarious. Oh, look at the dude up here. I didn't saw the dude up the top. He's like hanging from up here. Dirtbags.
Not. Don't step into the light. I'm on my way, entering sleep mode.
Oh, medbots come into play. Okay. We did just knock him into the fire. So the issue is the medbot now. You can't equip weapons. I should have put an EMP on. Yeah, oh well. I wonder if we get out of... if we can kill Brother Skoog. Or we have to kill Brother Skoog, like that's just it, right? We start laying into the medbot. I think both of these guys... Oh, it's going to be because Brother Skoog's armor, though. So the other option is we throw a grenade and hit the medbot. Duck. And then we kill Brother Skoog and start laying on the medbot. I think that's the plan. She can actually get the kill here. 6 damage.
Personal injury detected. Care provider on approach vector.
Get a gaper, which should knock him off.
For rest now.
That all you got?
Gape him, Borman. Gape him good. think that's everything, right? Green eye?
Come on.
Free Magnus? Sure.
The smell of gunpowder fades. We're safe. For now. We free the prisoner. He's a stalker named Magnus. Part of Hammond's team. Selma's partner. Magnus is a mutant too. Not on the outside, but on the inside. He's got powers. Mind powers. But he's not insane like the Nova sect. He's calm, real calm. Tuned into some frequency only he can hear. Magnus tells his tale. Him and Hammond were ambushed by the Nova sect. Nova sect heard about Hammond. Heard he could talk to machines. Get machines going. So they left Magnus here to die. And took Hammond south to their hangout. They call it the Spear of Heaven. Nova sect would make Hammond interpret the gifts of the ancients and open the gates to Eden. Whatever that means. Magnus thinks they're gonna blow up the zone and take the Ark with them. I suggest we rescue Hammond before something goes boom. Selma and Magnus agree. Even ducks.
Magnus is now available for selection. Nice. So the goal now is rescue Hammond. Let's have a look at the map. Alright, so we do have an area over here. We can go check out in a sec. Looks like a chef. Are you guys seeing that? Like, they look like a little eye there and a nose, a little chef's hat, and some weird growth sticking out of his face. I don't know. God, the game's amazing. Amazing. Love it. Thinking about the that boss fight, there's a lot of ways you could do that. Like, we could have thrown a grenade. Like, we threw 2 grenades, but if you didn't have the grenades, we could have thrown a grenade and used the boomstick if we'd planned that. Because it does 8 damage, and that would have taken out the other guy and then rushed the boss. Which is probably a better way of doing it, thinking about it. Although, using the second grenade does get 8 damage on the boss as well. So, depends a little bit, but, you know, it's cool. So, we're at the House of Bones zone. But, I guess the House of Bones is this building that... Unless it's behind here? Oh, it's this one here. That's the House of Bones right there, okay. But I don't think we can actually go in there. Yeah, so we were watching, Tim and us, we were watching, or everyone else, we were watching an old Slay the Spire run. A very well-known Slay the Spire run. We're in Conga. How do I say that? Kungalv? Congalv? My apologies. Yeah, and I went on a break, and I left, like, me in this world went on a break, and Panz on the mini world decided he was going on a break too. Not quite? Fair enough. We're going to go to Chef Boyardee Town here. Is that in Fala? Okay.
Have you heard that old legend? The 2 star-crossed lovers, Izzer and Fala, ran away to a lost palace somewhere in this area. This might sound crazy, but could this be the palace?
Was that the legend about Izza and Fala and all the loot they were hiding away in the lost palace? Because that's the story I'm interested in.
These star-crossed lovers better have some supplies. We need them.
Man, I hope we get to go right back to the start and get that original ghoul, the level 55.
Look at these burns. Like this ghoul was struck by lightning. I've heard stories of metal men with powers like that.
Yeah, we ate someone. It was cool. Seriously, like, I almost want to do the Seed of Evil playthrough as Iron Man from the start. I think the game's really well balanced that if you're patient and you take your time, you can do it. Like, that's just the feel. Until I screw up and then, like, rage. So I won't. But... oh, it's level 26. No, it's level 45 with 26 health. Oh, we can rush. There's a couple of them, though. If I find a regular enemy, we might go for a rush on that one to knock it down. And then, like, wail on it. And then you get one kill from that. And then if we can get 2 kills from over here, then we get our knockdown back. Let's not be dog food. No, I don't plan on it. Because we can definitely kill one. Alright, so he's got 16 health. Alright, so we can get our knockdown back. Oh, okay. There's tank. There's an artifact. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to... Okay, so probably should see, without killing anyone, how many of these guys we can take out, plus how much, because if there's enough stragglers, then we can take the dogs down. If there's not stragglers. Oh, what was that?
Just what I need.
Police bot?
A bunch of metal men looking for trouble. Probably the ones who killed all these ghouls.
It's a robot. So with the damage we've only got 16 silenced damage. We need 90 gun part to upgrade one of those. And if that dude's looking at... Would he have 16 health and 1 armor? Oh, there's 2 of them there. Police bot enforcer, 26 health and 2 armor. Let's not be police bot food. I wonder if the police bots care about... They probably do care about gunfire. Yeah, Chroma, he was on the top. We saw that today. Or is he doing it again? Is he bullying you? Oh, can we get the artifact from here? Cheeky.
Stay put.
Cold box. An electrically powered cold box keeps things cold. Probably a good place to preserve the heads of your victims. Enemies. Okay, so that could be a grenade area. We're gonna have to really focus on what we use our rushes on. So we've got 2 bots. We've got 4 enemies in this zone. 2 bots. 3 guys here. Oh, the dog and the other dog. I don't know if we've got enough supplies there. Oh, we could EMP both the police bots. We could probably just take one of them down. No, we can't. We need to knock down one. Or man, I could have used one of those last. There is also disable organic. Oh, that's organic. Disable mechanical needs 6 points.
Get over here.
We do have 2 artifacts though. What was our next artifact point spent on? And by disable, like how much does it disable them? I suppose is the question.
Show me your license and registration.
Dude, there's no one in the vehicle. Oh yeah, okay, so we've got enough. Okay, we can definitely get our things back. Dang, that's a lot of... Like, so it's 16. Like, we've got 16 straight up. The knockdown does 2. I think the knockdown does more than 2. But... I'm pretty sure it does damage as well. I think it did 2 to the last medbot we tried to hit. Which, the medbots have 2 armor, so assuming it does 4 damage then. So 16 on 1 armor should do 3 damage, which then leaves us with 13 to do over a couple turns, which we can definitely do. I don't know if we can do it on that guy though. We might need real weapons for that police spot. Or we use the EMP and see what, like, how disabled it is. I suppose that's what it comes down to, is how disabled does an EMP make the enemies? For science. I think if we're going to science it, we kill a dog first, right? No, actually, I'm just going to science it right now and find out what happens. Looks like 2 turns. Alright. Hang on, let's fully science this so that I can't later say I didn't know. So that's her turn. Orman's turn. So then they all three get an attack. And then all three get another attack. Which for Duck would be a reload.
Disturbance in area.
Right, okay. So which means I don't want to do it on Duck then, because he's got to reload and won't get a second shot. So if we throw it on with one of the other guys, when we do this fight, we're not doing that fight now. Duck will shoot, reload, shoot. And the other guys that have... Does anyone have 3 shots in their silenced weapon? No, they've only got 2. So one of them will throw and have 2 shots. The other one will throw and have 2 shots. Will not throw, but have 2 shots. Borman can probably charge if we EMP both of them. Okay, this is... I think we can do this. This is going to be great. Alright, we'll go be dog food first. Hi, Duridan. Thanks for dropping by, man. Appreciate it. Ready? Come on. Oh, he still doesn't have it. Right, so we actually need a kill before we can use that. That's a problem. Kind of wanted to have that available now. We don't want to be summoning everyone. Alright, so we can either use the EMP now, or we take down the guy on the roof. If we use the EMP on both of them, we then have to hog rush one of them as well. And there's a lot of reloading. Okay, let's take the guy on the roof then. Maybe. Yeah, well maybe we just need to put down in the notes level 45 dogs at Izza and Fala to do later. To turn on an EMP, we have multiple EMPs though, so that could be a thing. Oh, it's the pizzeria. Nice.
Oh, will you look at that? Izza and Fala. Oh, ain't that sweet. Goddamn rotheads. Bet they grabbed all the loot. I hate ghouls.
What are the machines doing? They're crazier than us. We've got to run one in our fucking... That's what Snubble said.
Oh, okay.
Bilge and Mockley. Now Snubble, Bilge, and Mockley have no heads because they ran. Mockley had 1 foot. How can he run? We are faster than Mockley. We will make it.
Right, so they're afraid of the police bots because the police bots are going crazy. We've got enough strays here that we can do this as well now. I'm quietly confident that we will only maybe die a couple times. That would be fun. Pizza and falafel. Yeah. The pea's missing and the rest of the fell. So this is the this is the charge up on our thing. The question is, are we going to go get a dog with it?
Nighty night.
Good stuff.
You coming?
Yeah, and I say we're going to probably grenade that. I think grenading boss fights seems like a good plan. Right, let's go get eaten by dog. Does tank have 3 armor? Is that what you saw? He does, man. That's so harsh. Like, I wonder if the knockdown's going to be good enough for it. Like, are we going to do? Yeah, it's going to be. We're going to use the boomstick. So when we go into that one, someone will have the boomstick. And that'll at least do 5 damage. He's got 26 armor, so that'll be put him on 11 health. Maybe. Oh, we're not going to get 5 shots with it. We get 3. How long does it till it reloads? Oh, it's only got 1 ammo. Wow, that's